Hey, it's the Insane Gamers, and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today, I'm using my UU team here against, I don't know, some passerby, but this was a pretty interesting and close battle, despite the fact that he has Aegislash. But at least it's not a Klefki, am I right? So anyway, I'm gonna lead off here with my Raichu, which has the best set ever, by the way. It's got Volt Tackle and Endure Reversal. Like, that totally makes sense, right? Man, I'm a genius. Anyway, Mrs. Brisby here actually speed ties with Gengar, and I thought, you know what, let's just go for it. So I went for it, and I get a critical hit. But no, of course, Mrs. Brisby's golden shining moment, my Raichu gets shut down by a freaking Focus Sash. Man, that item has freaking blocked me so many times, and I guess today is no different. Don't you just hate that? You think that you're on top, you're coming out ahead, and then he just freaking Focus Sashes you. I guess I should have seen it coming on the lead Gengar, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna send in my People Eater and destroy this thing. But actually I'm not, because he obviously knows I'm Scarfed, because, well, let's face it, what Nidoking isn't Scarfed? And he's just gonna go into this guy to take the T-Bolt relatively easy, and by relatively easy, I mean, did that even do any damage? What the heck? Conqueror is really tanky. But luckily, I have the defensive beast that is Defensive Arcanine. Now, this Pokemon counters at least half of his team. He's got Scissor, he's got this thing, he's got Aegislash. He can't touch my Arcanine. This thing is key. I gotta keep it around, especially for Scissor. I mean, I resist its dual stab. It can't touch me. Anyway, I'm gonna predict a switch here into Gyarados, and I'm going to use Will-O-Wisp in order to cripple that thing, because I really don't have anything to deal with it. This is my defensive wall, and obviously, my defensive wall is going to get bested by a Gyarados. That's just how it works. But luckily, it's burned, so it's not really that scary, and I know I can handle it now. And I'm not really sure what he's gonna do, you know, he might just see how much damage he can do, he might set up a Dragon Dance, you know, some people like to just say, well, screw it, I'm burned, I'm gonna start dancing. But this guy doesn't. He's just gonna get the heck on out of here and go into this thing again. I guess, you know, cancel out his whatever, an Intimidate boost or what... Intimidate boost? What? No. Cancel out the Intimidate, but it's okay. I actually went into Methuselah because water type attacks. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did it anyway, so I'm just gonna switch back to Mutton Chop. That was a little bit of a pointless switch, but I figured, you know, if he's gonna use water type attacks, I may as well go into something to resist it, since I'm pretty sure he can't kill me. And now he reveals that he's running a knockoff. That's slightly annoying. Gonna get rid of my leftovers. Yeah, that's kinda gonna suck for me, but at the same time, you know, I am Defensive Arcanine. I do have the Morning Sun, if that's what it's... Yeah, it's Morning Sun. I always forget what it's called. And look at this. Just look at this beastly... I don't know if he's running Iron Fist or Guts. Well, at this point in the battle, I don't know if he's running Iron Fist or Guts, but it will become painfully obvious later in the battle, as we will see, ladies and gentlemen. So he's gonna decide to be sneaky and go back into his Gyarados. I think, you know, he's just figuring, well, I can take that Flare Blitz all day. But no, it's okay. I'm making it sunny in here. I gotta heal up. We're gonna get a nice suntan. We're gonna be looking good for all the female Arcanines. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna be looking hot. Okay. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just had a really crazy day at work, okay? Please excuse me for being crazy. I have drank a lot of sugar and a lot of slushies today. And I'm a little bit hyper, because, you know, you can't get through a Monday at a freaking gas station without drinking slushies. That's just how it works. If anybody has ever worked in the customer service field, you know what I mean. You know people are jerks. You know you need those slushies. Anyway, he's dancing up, like, trying to set up on me, but I've got my shiny Nibbler here, and of course Nibbler is an absolute beast. So I'm gonna start dancing too. We're gonna have a bit of a dance-off, you know how you do in Pokemon. Sometimes you just want to show each other your skills and how good you are and how good you are at dancing, and obviously Nibbler is the superior dancer here, because, you know, that guy's getting burned by me. Anyway, so we're both at +1/+1 now. His EQ ain't really doing anything. I know I can set up another Dragon Dance here, because he most likely will as well. And I've got the Ice Punch to probably 2-hit KO it after 2 dances. Not too sure. I'm fairly sure I need 2 dances though, because I'm not actually gonna go for it, because I completely lied to you all. Ha! You fell for it. No, actually, now that I think about it, now I can remember back to when I was having this battle. I remembered he's got Aegislash, so I don't really want to be at low health, because I want to have a chance to live that stupid Shadow Sneak. Man! Freaking sugar. What has it done to me? Anyway, I take out his Edison. I don't know, why is it called Edison? It's a freaking Gyarados. You get a Jolteon and you name Jolteon Edison. That's how it works. In fact, I've got a, what's a Ghirahim? Ghirahim is that guy from Legend of Zelda. I get it now. I absolutely get it. Okay, I was like racking my brain. Who the heck is Ghirahim? He's that dude from Legend of Zelda. And unfortunately, this Aegislash now has +4 attack. Oh my good golly gosh. Will somebody please save me from this? Now, we like to call, in my group of friends, we like to call Aegislash Riven's sword. Because as you all know, Riven has a sword, and it's broken. Well, so is this thing. This is a broken sword. I'm gonna switch into Calvin here, because I'm predicting the, the ghost type attack, the ghost type Shadow Sneak, and indeed he does go for it. So I'm like, ha! Get wrecked! You can't hurt me now! And now I'm gonna predict the King Shield and just go for a protect of my own. Now, here's the problem with Aegislash. It's very, very easy to predict Aegislash. Like, you always know what it's gonna do. Aegislash is the most predictable Pokemon out there. But this guy's a jerk, okay? Wait until you see what this guy does. You know, I got so mad here. I was mad. He King Shields a second time, and he gets it off. I'm like, really? Really? You're gonna King Shield twice in a row and get it off? Okay. I see where we are with this. I see where we stand. Right, well anyway, I figure, you know, I got my Toxic boost up, and I'm gonna be using a super effective attack. I think I can take this thing out with Night Slash, no problem. No, apparently I can't. Calvin, you are useless. Like, come on. Now, Mike got me this thing. He Masuda methoded it for me, and he named it Calvin. Inside joke, don't ask me to explain it. But just saying, Calvin, you're useless, okay? What did you do? Nothing. You died. Useless. Okay, go Mutton Chop. Now this Pokemon is useful. Mutton Chop is a freaking beast. Now, bear in mind, even after the Intimidate, it is at +3 attack, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Arcanine just completely beast this. Like, oh my gosh, where was the damage even? It's at +3, and oh my gosh, I just love Arcanine so much. Okay. I'm done fangasming over Arcanine, except not really. Not yet. Okay, so I burn it because, you know, just in case he used King Shield, just wanted to make sure it died. And he's gonna go back into this jerk face again. I'm gonna switch. I don't want Arcanine to die. I need it alive. So I'm going into Nibbler just as the death fodder. It's not really that useful to me anymore. And he uses the Destiny Bond. I'm like, I can use this to my advantage. If I can get back into Arcanine, I can burn it and then I won't die to Destiny Bond because, you know, that's how it works. I'm just gonna go into People Eater here because I figured I could live a Shadow Ball. And I also figured, you know, I'd scare him out, and then I could switch into Arcanine because he's gonna go into that stupid Conqueror thing. But he didn't! He went into this guy, but it doesn't matter since Arcanine completely counters it. I went for the Sludge Bomb, of all things, because I thought he'd go into Conqueror, but he didn't, because he's smarter than that. Yeah, he goes into Scissor, but like I said, I've got Mutton Chop. Scissor is irrelevant. As long as Mutton Chop is alive, Scissor may as well not even be in the game. Let's face it, I completely counter this guy. I don't even care that you're Mega! I don't even care! Look at me! Defense of Arcanine! It's got Tank written all over my forehead! What are you doing, thief? That's not gonna kill me? Get real! Okay, so anyway, I know he's gonna switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a suntan here again. Get it nice and sunny in here. Get nice and healed up. And he goes back into Ginga! Now, like I said before, my plan was to Will-O-Wisp because I know he's gonna go for the Destiny Bond because he really, really doesn't want my Arcanine around anymore for obvious reasons. So, of course, I know that if something dies from residual damage, it doesn't actually kill you with Destiny Bond. That's a good tip, just in case you didn't know. You can burn something or Leech Seed it, and it'll die from it, and it won't kill you with Destiny Bond because it's technically residual damage. You didn't directly kill it. Anyway, so this is the part of the battle that made me very sad, okay? Now, he's got this guy shooting freaking Hyper Beams all over the place, you know, whatever. I know Arcanine can probably take that. I'm looking at that damage thinking that might be Choice Specs. I'm not too sure. Probably. I just went for the Morning Sun, and I know that he's, you know, not going to be able to move this turn, so I'm just going to go for another Morning Sun. And this next turn, I should have switched out to Trevenant, but I did not because I am stupid and didn't think about it. I went for E-Speed instead of switching because I wanted to gauge the damage. And what happens here, ladies and gentlemen? What always happens to me when I'm in these situations? That's right, it's a critical hit. There goes Arcanine, there goes my counter to Scizor, and here comes some tears rolling down my face. I'm crying right now because that was just not fair. I am... I'm so sad! Anyway, I went into Nibbler. I figured he's got to recharge. Perfect opportunity to get a free dance up, so let's just go for it. We'll kill this guy, and maybe I can, you know, flinch something. I know Scizor is not gonna die to a +1 dance, but I might flinch it. You never know. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get lucky this time. You think I'm gonna get lucky? Do I ever get lucky when I play Pokemon? No, I don't. Well, sometimes I do. Like that one time my Slowbro 1v1 to Hydreigon, that was pretty beastly. Anyway, Waterfall doesn't even do half. Freaking Mega Scizor being all beastly-like, you know, and unfortunately he gets another critical, but that didn't really matter, so I'm not very mad about that one. You know, I'm still very salty about the first one, you know, get me some french fries, because I got a lot of salt to go around. My gosh, it's like a freaking ocean in here. It's salty as heck. Okay, so he X-Scissors me. Now, Methuselah surprisingly took that relatively well, a lot better than I thought it would. And I get the burn off on it. Now, I have to say, I haven't missed Will-O-Wisp this game, so that's kind of nice, because that happens to me too, and my god, is that annoying. Now, he's going to start setting up. I really don't care. You know, you're burned, you're gonna die, I'm gonna rest, then I'm gonna seed ya, and then, well, you know, you're just gonna get worn down by residual damage, unless, of course, this is one of those annoying roost scissors, but I already know it's not because it's running Thief, so that is blown out of the water right there. Anyway, got my Lumberry, and I actually harvested in the same turn! Oh, look, there's some luck! Thanks, game. Thanks for that. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, he's getting whittled down, he's just gonna keep using SD, you know, whatever. I don't really care. I mean, I obviously can't take a +4. Well, burn halves your attack, right? So technically, right now, he's got, what, +2? So yeah, I'm pretty sure he would, okay, I just moved the DS screen. That was smart. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he can't one-hit, or he can, rather, one-hit KO me with a Thief, because it's super effective, and let's face it, he's Technician, he's Mega Scizor, I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to go into People Eater here just to Death Fodder it, and Methuselah is my last Pokemon, so I really have to make Methuselah count here. He's going to kill People Eater, and at the same time, he's going to die to the burn. So here we are. It's crunch time. 1v1. Methuselah versus Conkeldurr, the construction worker. Can I beat it? Can I beat Bob the Builder? We will see. Basically, it teeters on, does he have guts? If he has guts, I lose. If not, I win! So let's see what happens. He's gonna go into this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Will-O-Wisp, get the burn on him, and hopefully here, I'll be able to live and just stall him with rest. That is my only hope. He's gonna go for the knockoff, and it's obviously guts, because that just completely destroyed me. So that was a very close battle. Unfortunately, that crit made me lose, which sucks, but you know, it happened. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.